There are few situations scarier to a ship's captain than to find oneself in pitch darkness with a heavy fog and a cloud masking the stars during a raging storm. Am I near shallow ground? Are there any ports nearby for safety? Am I drifting farther or farther off course? It is at these moments that a light from the shore can be a saving grace to any sailor, letting them know exactly where they are. For the Thumbcoast region, the Fort Gratiot Lighthouse provided such comforts to ships coming in and off of Lake Huron. With the completion of the Erie Canal, traffic in the Great Lakes increased dramatically. Coal was being brought from Michigan, while stone and timber were arriving from Wisconsin, creating a bottleneck at the entrance of the St. Clair River. So in 1823, Congress appropriated $3,500 to construct a light in the Michigan Territory near Fort Gratiot. Built in 1825, the original lighthouse was located approximately where the first Blue Water Bridge stands today. The contract for construction of the lighthouse and keeper's dwellings was awarded to Captain Winslow Lewis of Massachusetts. Lewis was the inventor of the Lewis lamp, which was universally being adopted for lighthouse use. Lewis subcontracted the construction to Daniel Warren of Rochester, New York. With little background in lighthouse construction, the project ran over time and budget, with Congress having to appropriate an additional $5,000 for the completion of the project on April 2, 1825. Its poor design and construction would be its demise, for in 1828 a severe storm collapsed the lighthouse into the river. Congress reacted swiftly and appropriated $8,000 for a new tower in 1829. The new tower was 65 foot tall and 25 foot in diameter, and it was outfitted with a Lewis lamp system. The new location made it easier for ships to spot as they entered the rapids at the head end of the St. Clair River. Originally 65 foot high, the white-painted brick tower was extended to its present height of 82 feet in the early 1860s. On March 3, 1871, an 8-inch steam fog whistle was added to the station. The fog signal was finished in time to be in service during the thick and smoky conditions that resulted from the Thumb and Port Huron fires, which created smoke so thick that ships could not see traveling down the river. In 1874, a brick duplex keeper's house was added to the site, providing living accommodations for the keeper. An assistant keeper was assigned to the station to help with the extra burden of running the fog signal. The characteristic light was changed as well in 1893, from a fixed light to a light that would flash every 2 minutes. Along with the tower and keeper's building, a fog signal building would be added in 1900. The intensity of the light emitted by the Fort Gratiot Lighthouse was increased on September 13, 1912, by changing its illuminant from oil to incandescent oil vapor, and again on March 31, 1927, when the light was electrified. On November 9th through the 11th, 1913, a powerful storm struck Lake Huron, tearing away the timber crib work meant to protect the shoreline, nearly undermining the lighthouse. The light, along with the newer fog signal, desperately worked to notify ships of the land's edge throughout the storm. When the storm finished, the damage to the area was assessed. Much of the lakeside cribbing timbers, placed to prevent erosion, were simply gone, and the tower's foundation was damaged. The lakeside boundary of the station was lined with new timbers and a cement cribbing of significant strength to defy future storms. The foundation work was completed, along with a few other repairs, allowing the tower to stand for another 120 years. Due to advancements in technology, in 2004, the Fort Gratiot Lighthouse was deemed unnecessary by the Coast Guard and was offered at no cost to eligible entities, including federal, state, and local agencies, nonprofit corporations, and educational organizations under the provisions of the National Historic Lighthouse Preservation Act of 2000. The City of Port Huron applied for the lighthouse and was recommended as its new owner, but the official transfer was delayed pending cleanup of hazardous materials by the Coast Guard. After learning that the cost would be roughly $4 million to restore the lighthouse, the City Council rejected the deed offered by the federal government. However, in April 2010, the commissioners of the St. Clair County agreed to accept the ownership. Today it is still operated as part of the St. Clair County Parks and Rec Department, along with assistance from the Port Huron Museums. In 2011, the City of Port Huron voted 6-0 at a special meeting to pay National Restoration, based in Keego Harbor, $332,900 to restore the 182-year-old lighthouse. The county used $40,000 of the money to replace the roofs and the fog signal building, as well as the equipment building. A grand opening for the Fort Gratiot Lighthouse Station, which had been closed to the public since 2008, was held May 19, 2012. Between 1875 and 1882, the Lighthouse Commission noted in its annual report that the Fort Gratiot Lighthouse was old, leaky, and should be replaced. Fortunately, the request for $25,000 for a new lighthouse was not granted, and thanks to the effort restoration of the station in 2011, Michigan's oldest lighthouse will likely be around for many years to come.